Let me just tell you people now, if we're dating, if we're in a relationship, and I find out that you have had a PI person to investigate me because of your insecurities or whatever the reason is, that relationship, the me now is saying it will end, or it will cause a lot of trust issues. And it's amusing that's even something that comes up. I mean, if you're a guy, what would be the cost for you to hire someone to investigate a person? I know we're in the era of online dating and a lot of people are claiming to be who they are not and stuff like that. But if this person is actually your girlfriend and they are not cheating, what would be your reason to hire a private investigator? I watched a YouTube movie and the guy was in a relationship. Well, they had just started dating, to be honest. So let me say, not that they had been together for like a year or so. No, they had just started dating, and he had trust issues based on the situation of his elder brother and his own girlfriend and baby mama. But so I guess the insecurities was rubbed off by his elder brother. That was the reason why he had someone follow this potential girlfriend, the person that he was dating. And I don't think that has ever crossed my mind before, that if I was in a relationship and the person was investigating me or the person was following me. And I was like, do people actually do that? So I went online, and I like to go to Reddit, Quora, and some of these, platforms, and read experiences that people like to share. And there have been a few people. The ones that I saw were mostly of, let's say, someone who is highly successful and wants to use that as a way to screen people who maybe just want him for his money and not necessarily want him for himself. So it's like weeding out the gold diggers or the imposters. So now I'm thinking that I don't really need a gold digger. How does that song go? Anyway, so I got me thinking that, I mean, I guess that's a possibility, but do I come off bad for thinking that if you do that, don't let me find out? I mean, shouldn't it be that I want someone who is transparent enough to tell me, oh, okay, I did this, but then I found out this, and you know, let's get it, we're good to go. Because how much I guess another question is, how much truth do we want in a relationship? I mean, we're saying yes, we want honesty, we want transparency, but how much of it do we actually want? How much of it can we digest? And that's back to the question. If you were seriously dating someone and the person told you, or you found out that the person was investigating you to know if you're worthy of them, how would you feel? How would you navigate that? Would you want to even find out? Would you want them to tell you? Would you want them to be honest about it? And also, you that you're being investigated, what if you actually have skeletons in your closet? I'm sorry, this is just, it's tripping. It's amusing on different levels. If a successful woman was investigating her dates, maybe we should even start doing that. Successful women, maybe we should even start doing that. I mean, because we are the how will I say it now, the ones who need protection more. Don't mind me, both genders. We need, I mean, you need to have someone who genuinely cares for you, especially if you're pulling up. So if you're bringing 100%, person should also bring 100%. So that was just, a sideline. But I guess now that I think about it, if like as successful that I dream of being, and I'm still single, maybe I would actually consider investigating the person that I go on different dates with, because there's just so much to tie yourself with. I mean, Marriage is, that's if you want to marry, or rather even, being in a serious committed relationship, whether you marry or not, it affects so many aspects of your life. It can build you up and it can totally destroy you. So analytically, it kind of makes sense that you approach it in a very concise, very, straight manner. But emotionally, it's giving Gen Z will say there's a lot of red flags. It's giving narcissistic tendencies and psychomaniac traits. But yeah, if I was, let me see whose level of success now that I dream of. I mean, there are plenty, but Oprah, or let's say, should I say Stephen Bartlett, Mel Robinson? I mean, all the correct people that then the list goes on. It's not just one. Warren Buffett, but like young, not, and I'm in a relationship or I'm dating someone. Now this has given me something to think about. But would you hire someone to investigate a potential date? No, a potential partner. And have you actually investigated someone? I mean, us girls, I have a friend who is very good at digging things out. So she would ask me, what's the name, who's this person, like, but it's just like it's the surface things. Check their social media handle, check their friends, check their followership, check their posts, stuff like that. But the stuff that I saw on YouTube that PI does is they can find out your credit history, especially if you're like in the US or the UK or Canada, where credit history is like, they can find out your credit history, they can find out your debt, they can find out, if you've been married before, if you have criminal records, things that you should probably be open with your partner. But then when you get to that stage where you feel like you can trust the person enough to do that, they can find out all those things. I don't think regular social media digging finds out those things. I don't think so. So those ones that your girlfriends or your do guys do that? Anyway, those ones that your girlfriends can help you check to know if you're randomly liking a girl's post on social media. Those are just like surface stuff. They're not the big things that can break or make a person. But yeah, carrying so much debt, carrying terrible credit history, having like a record, or being in multiple can you be in multiple marriages? You get the drift. Yes, I guess those are like big things to actually figure out. And if you find out that your partner has investigated you, how do you work your way into continuing that relationship with trust? Or do you now go back and say, okay, because you investigated me, let me also investigate you? Mind you, how much is it even to hire a PI person, investigating person? That means you have money. You can afford it, right? As another aspect. So I mean, I guess that's where money comes from. It gives you a lot of choices and options, freedom to do a lot of things. You plan more. So let me know if you investigated someone, if you've been investigated, and how you built your way to continuing the relationship. That's if you did or if you ran. It will be nice to know. And this is my musings for the week. Okay, bye-bye.